In today's story, Tyler is helping his dad in the kitchen. Oh, but I see something interesting. As Tyler's working, he remembers a fun experiment at school. He says, oh, in one cup, the carrot is floating, but in another cup, oh, it's sinking. Why do you think they are different? Why does one carrot float in the cup, but the other one does not float but sink in the cup? Let's find out. Discover science. Today's materials: cup, weights, spoon, salt, and water. Okay, are you ready to get started? We have our cup and we're going to fill it with water about halfway, okay? Now when you pour water, be sure to hold your cup so you don't spill. Okay, I think that's good enough. Now we're going to add our weights. So first we have yellow. Oh, did you see that? They floated to the top. Red. Oh, did you see that? They went to the bottom. Blue. Oh, blue went to the bottom too. Okay, now we're going to add our salt. Be careful not to spill the salt and don't eat it. Put it in. Now put it all inside. And then use your spoon to stir. Hold with one hand so you don't spill. Stir until the salt melts. And let's see what happens. Okay. If you keep stirring, the water will become more and more blurry because the salt melts, right? Now the salt is melting a little bit more. Melting, melting, melting. All right. Now, let's see what happens. Do you see what I see? I see, oh, more weights coming to the top. I see the yellow weight and the red weights, but the blue weights are still at the bottom. Think why? This is all because of a word called density. Density means how tightly things are packed inside an area, like here. Maybe inside here, there's lots of water, so there's lots of density. Remember we added salt to this cup and we mixed it up and we watched the changes? It fills the tiny spaces that are in the water when we added the salt, okay? And so it becomes denser and denser and denser. At first, we added the yellow weights, and because they're light, they floated to the top. Then we added the red ones and the blue ones. What happened then? They went all the way to the bottom because they're heavy. Then we added salt and it becomes denser, right? Because it becomes tightly packed inside, so the red weights went up and it's floating. Wait a minute, the blue ones are still at the bottom. Why? Because it needs to be even denser. So maybe if we add more salt, the blue weights will go to the top too. So density is what helps everything get packed in there and in this situation, float to the top of the water. Now think more. Our bodies are floating in swimming pools, lakes, rivers, and oceans too, right? Why? Well, salt water is denser than fresh water, so it helps us float. But swimming in the deep ocean, it can be dangerous, so don't just jump in thinking we will automatically float. Be very careful. Density. Maybe I will float too. I'm very heavy. I don't know. Maybe I have to go on a diet and then I'll float, huh?